From Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, this is Madden Football on EA Sports. Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles taking on Cooper Rush and the Dallas Cowboys.
The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Alongside my broadcast partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and as we look at this matchup, every time there's something different to focus on. So I'll just ask you, what do you see here in this one?
Well, Rembrandt, you've given me a pretty blank canvas to focus on, haven't you?
Yeah.
Where do you think I'm going to go with this?
Oh, secondary?
You know me well, right? In a game like this, it's always about the secondary. Can they handle the passing attack and make a few plays?
So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. The 6'3" QB from Central Michigan leading him out there, and that's Cooper Rush.
And when you watch him play, everything just looks like it comes so naturally to him. When he's dialed in and finds that zone, passes are crisp, he sees the field really well, and he takes charge as the leader of this offense.
They go play action with Rush. And his first look is incomplete.
We'll have to see what kind of looks this defense is going to throw at him as this game moves along, but they're in a zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along, but the first throw of this one, incomplete.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Rush working from the gun. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Out come the Eagles for the first time, and the man in charge at quarterback in his 5th year now, Jalen Hurts.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for a Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes one extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
On the run, it's Dowdle. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Reed Blankenship delivering the hit. Second down and 8. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. 3rd and 4. Rush. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down. Throwing here, Rush. He'll get this to his running back, Dowdle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. A running play. It's Dowdle. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Play fake. Here's Rush. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
The All-Pro Micah Parsons there on the tackle.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You know, in boxing, they throw in the towel. In this case, you just kind of wave the white flag, and you think to yourself, if he could just get past that initial wave, he's got a chance to get free. But that screen, it was going nowhere from the start. It forces a 4th down.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. It's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Back to throw, Rush. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it 2nd and 7. To throw is Rush. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Milton Williams with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Well, we're trying to set up a screen there, but that one just too slow in developing.
Yeah, too slow in developing and well read, because that ends up being a bad feeling for the quarterback. When he's got no blocking in front of him, his guys are just going to let defenders go, and they're coming for him. So if it's not there, you just got to throw the ball at the turf at your running back's feet.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Seemed like they picked an excellent time there, Charles, to go with the draw play.
They certainly did. Caught him a little over-eager trying to get into the backfield and get to the quarterback. They used their speed and their aggressiveness against them, didn't they?
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in, went heavy. No surprise I think he was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Hurts. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Osa Odigizua with the effort there to earn the sack.
Tried to create a little bit of that hocus-pocus with some magic, but the defense, not impressed at all. They don't lose contain on this very dangerous runner, and they get a big stop.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing is Hurts. That's caught at the 25. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Check 26, check 26.
But first down, Hurts. This is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles are able to widen their advantage. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The time to get another look at this Cowboys offense. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
First down now for Rush. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up second down. Out of the shotgun, Rush. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Now Rush. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Here's Rush to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB. And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little...
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. A.J. Brown, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talk to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Cowboys. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called
it.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Off the play fake. Rush. Pass complete to Tolbert on the crossing route. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
And a nice job by the 2 of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Rush. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Rush. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
So we've come to halftime here in Philly with an an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. (17-3) the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead even further. And Charles, his name etched in the NFL record books. Just the 2nd field goal ever made from 66 yards as he ties Justin Tucker's NFL record.
And everything had to go right for that field goal to be converted. The snap, the hold, the protection, all had to be perfect. No wind working against you, and he nails that one. Congratulations on an incredible kick.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the 2nd half. So they start on the ground with Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They run here with Dowdle. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
On 2nd down, here's Rush. Fires a slant, complete to Tolbert. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. Take it in at the 22. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Rush, able to hit his target, Lamb. That'll give him 8 that time. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And this is going to be a Cowboys 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. Rush to throw on 1st down. That's into the hands of Tolbert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Off play action. Rush. That is caught by Lamb. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give him 30 yards there. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Looking to throw. Rush. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun. Rush. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. come the Eagles. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Second down. Here's Hurts. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Taken at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. Buying time to his left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. Now he's into the clear again, and he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 58 yards. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. He'll look to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Saquon Barkley, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the two-point conversion to extend this lead. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a two-point conversion differently than if it was first and goal from the two, or I should say third and goal from the two.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run it, let your linemen surge, and fire out.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on second down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
And Lamb going to have a Cowboys first down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line. Back to throw. Rush. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Darius Slay with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw. They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 26. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And Barkley did not get there. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. Now back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Rush. Over the middle, complete. That's Ferguson. The broken tackle couldn't create a ton of space. He'll be taken down just beyond the 35-yard line. Rush here on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Now Rush. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Here's a 2nd and 7. Here's Rush. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Brandon Cooks, 30 yards. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So they couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none. Because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Well, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now 2nd and 3. Again, it's Barkley. And that should do it. He's got a first down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here. Barkley, inside handoff.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. They go play action with Hurts. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Dancing to his left. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
This is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left, and he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over him. So he makes a decision to go and wins the race to the pylon.
Elliott on for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's Rush on second down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he catches it off the tip. It wasn't even intended for him. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. I'd like to be those defensive coaches, though. That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.